right now, this call is coming from Nnamdi Kanu. We have had leaders from different parts of the country. In the south, they have met, and their general view is that one united Federal Republic of Nigeria, restructured in a manner that will be just, fair, and equitable to everybody, is what is required. And if that is the general view, why are we talking of the minority view and not the general view? But even if the minority, that is what they want, they should present it through legal means. And if it is accepted, then it will come to be. If it is not accepted, then they should accept what the majority, have decided.
And that's definitely your take on it. But, I think Chairman was asking you earlier then how you think that this is going to proceed. I was reading the comments of the governor of Ekiti State, and he believes that the federal government is not given a listening ear to the calls for restructuring. Do you also get that sense as well?
Well, maybe, I don't know, I cannot speak for the federal government, but for me, we should not be afraid to talk. Whether it's restructuring, we should not be afraid to talk on any subject matter. Government must listen to the people it is governing. It may not, from beginning, up initial agree, with a particular view, but government must give listening ear to the hues and cries of the people that it is leading. It is only through talking that people can be better informed. Maybe if I'm agitating for a set of maybe 10 issues, it's through discussion. I may find out that 5 are not really necessary or are not the way that I was looking at them before. Government may also see reason in a number of things, that I'm agitating over. And these agitations are all over. And then government can set machinery for addressing this agitation from whichever quarter it may be coming from. So my personal view is that we should not be afraid to talk about restructuring, but we need to, first of all, maybe form a common ground, find a common ground on what nature of restructuring does Nigeria require.
Yeah, I'm going to read this to you. In the midst of all of this, yes, you have commended the acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. The governor of Ekiti State has also done that as well. But he says Osinbajo is a good man, but he lacks the power to perform because they do not give him the leverage because he has been made an overseer. Do you share that as well?
No, not at all. The National Assembly was categorical. And he has never been called overseer. Anywhere he goes, he's acting president, and it's up to him to perform as acting president. Nobody will force him to perform the full powers of acting president, as enshrined in the Constitution.
You must be worried that the president has been away for a while.
Well, no matter how long he's been away, he has done what is required. And what is required of him is transmit power to the vice president so that the vice president becomes acting president. So the responsibility lies on the acting president. So
you believe that the acting president has all the capacity as enshrined in the Constitution
absolutely,
to be able to ensure
absolutely.
that this matter is resolved?
What is stopping him? What is stopping him? They are constitutionally guaranteed powers.
You do not see any impediment? I mean, there are always talks of a cabal, and that seems to be what the governor of Ekiti State is referring to.
I don't know about this cabal. Is cabal more powerful than the Constitution? The Constitution is there. We should not be talking in fiction. The acting president knows that he has the full powers. Our president, we should continue to wish him well and pray that he recovers quickly and assume his position of authority. But right now we have an acting president, and it is my considered opinion that he has the full powers of the president as acting president to function.
Let's get a question from Chamberlain.
Okay, if I could deviate a little bit from party politics, there's this impression that the North does not subscribe to restructuring. Is that correct?
It's incorrect. We have had northern leaders saying that there is need for that. Of recent, President Babangida has also lent his voice to the need for that. But as you read, you know, what leaders, whether from the north, from the east, from the west, from the south, there is still restructuring means different things to different people. And that is why, you know, I kept on saying we need to sit down and discuss the nature, be political, can be institutional, can be economic. Economic and financial are interlinked. So it can be a combination of all of this.
I know you've spoken about what some of your party men or what restructuring thing or means to them. What about you? What does it mean to you?
To me, as I mentioned earlier, you see, you can have political restructuring where you are talking of the federating units. You can have institutional restructuring where you talk of police, the armed forces, other federal institutions. You talk of electoral bodies, INEC, state electoral, body, all kinds of institutions. You can have economic and stock financial, where you have fiscal federalism and a whole lot of this. So restructuring is a very wide subject matter, and there can be, it's a combination of issues that Nigeria requires, and we should build consensus over this combination of restructuring that Nigeria requires at this point in time.
It's our closing moments now with Senator Ahmed Makarfi, who is the chairman of the PDP Caretaker Committee. How soon, Senator, do you think that we can begin to, move towards restructuring? I mean, as you said, it does mean different things to different people, and perhaps the first step will be to get a consensus of the meanings, as it were. But assuming a government were to implement it, how soon do you think that we can begin to see concrete action in that direction?
Well, we are not in power, but if what I would recommend is that the government is good thing the acting president is moving across the country talking to different leaders, which is good. I'm sure he must have had a lot, from different parts of this country. He should consult further, and we should not make this a political issue. This is about our country. And then see if what we need is another small mini conference to agree on that, first of all. And then join that together with the 2014 report, which is already ready, so that I don't make a long agenda and waste time. And then subject all of this, to legislative agenda. That's one approach. And of course, the quickest approach is 2019 to vote PDP, if this government delays.
Well, that's how we'll leave it at this point. We have to thank you most kindly, Senator Ahmed Makarfi, who is chairman of the PDP Caretaker Committee. Thank you for coming on Sunrise Daily.
Thank you.
The program continues shortly. Do stay with us.